That's some funny shit, man. I gotta show y'all this. That's some funny shit, man. Damn. The AI is a motherfucker war. Pretty soon, AI is gonna be so damn good that you really ain't gonna be able to tell for real. Like some some videos now, you can barely tell. It be like small little mistakes that the character or the you know the moving thing in the shot, small, it'll make little glitches and little small little mistakes and stuff, and that's how you know that it's AI. But pretty soon they gonna perfect that to where it ain't making those little small mistakes no more, and it's gonna look like a real actual video. I keep hearing everybody talk about uh Dallas, Houston versus Dallas, because they are two totally different animals. And see me, I was kind of raised in both, so my opinion on that is pretty dead on. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised in the DFW and in Houston, so I had experience with both of them. I'm a first Houston. I'm a first ward Greens Point baby. First ward in Greens Point. And Dallas, I'm a Arlington, Dallas, Funky Town. I've lived all over the place. Mainly Arlington though is my city in the DFW. But I done lived Dallas, Fort Worth, Plano, Carrollton, uh, North Dallas, South Dallas. I done lived all over the place in the DFW. Houston, I lived in First Ward, uh, Conroe, uh, but it is like light and day, like night and day. It's like Houston and Dallas is two totally different places. Like people from outside of Texas, they probably think they probably think that pretty much all the Texas cities are the same, but they not. They like a lot. Like each city has its own personality, pretty much for the most part. Some cities are like other cities too. Like for example, um, Round Rock. Round Rock reminds me of Arlington. You know what I'm saying? Round Rock reminds me of Arlington. Um, Fort Worth remind me of Waco in some places. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they have similarities. Dallas and Fort Worth don't really have too many similarities. I mean, other than just basic stuff, like even to the level of how the streets are made, even the streets, how the streets work and everything is totally different in Houston versus how the streets are made in Dallas. Like the way that the exits are, the way that just the design, like the architecture, the design of the city is totally different. The way that it moves is different. The Houston, and another thing I noticed about Houston is way different than Dallas. Houston is big on um like mom and pop businesses. Like in Houston, there's mom and pop businesses that are down there bigger than like the franchise type. Like you got some restaurants in Houston that are just like a mom and pop type restaurant, but it'll have more people, be more crowded. It's it's more popular than say like a franchise type restaurant. Like that's why they say the food is better because they got so many mom and pop type food places. that have real good ass shit and they popular. Like here, the mom and pop shit here, it's a few mom and pop type restaurants that's popular out here in the DFW. But most of the stuff that's popular out here is like franchise type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like franchise steakhouses, franchise this, franchise that. You know, in Houston, it's a lot of mom and pop restaurants. So that's why they say the food is better because you got so many different choices. It's like you can get some shit from like a franchise type restaurant if you want to, but it's so many other choices that I feel like even they franchise restaurants ain't even as popular as like the mom and pop type shit. So that's one thing I know is with Houston. Another thing is it's way bigger than any other city in Texas. So it kind of moves different. Like like the people there, like here, okay, like in my town, Arlington, everybody might not know each other per se, but they familiar, like you kind of familiar with everybody. You might not know them, but you done seen them around town. So like you see somebody, they not necessarily new most of the time out here in Arlington. You done seen them before. They might, I mean, they might be new, but not. That's not a thing that much like that. In Houston, you might not ever see the same motherfucker twice. I mean, unless you just stay in one neighborhood and you just know everybody in that neighborhood, whatever. But I'm saying if you're not from there and you just go to Houston and you just do your thing in Houston, you might not even see the same person twice. You know, like Dallas, it seems like it's a big town, but you're down there running into the same people down there where you go and shit. So it's kind of Houston is so big. You'll only do that if you go into the main spots that everybody else go to. But if you just in Houston, just existing in Houston, you might not even run into the same person twice. That's how big it is and shit. It's a lot of money in Houston too. It's a lot of money in Dallas, but it's like a lot of entrepreneur money in Houston. Like if you got a business or something like that, because it's more centered around like the mom and pop, like the mom and pop industry down there is big. And it's not just like the restaurant type situation. It's like just business in general. Like you'll see a lot of, you know, detail shops. It's not like the main brand, like the main was it Keywick? Like out here you'll see detail shops, but a lot of them be Keywick. Out there it's not really super name brand like that. It's got a whole bunch of different mom and pop ones. So like the mom and pop industry, the entrepreneur industry in Houston, it seems like it's just more like people are more into being entrepreneurs and spending money with entrepreneurs. And it seems like it's more of that going on. In Dallas, I mean, it's like that everywhere, but I'm saying in Houston, it just seems it's a more like being an entrepreneur seems like a more accepted thing. You know, I don't know if I'm saying it right. And another difference is just the air and the atmosphere is different because Houston is close to the water. It's not necessarily on the beach, but it's close to the beach. So the air and the atmosphere is different. They got palm trees all everywhere and stuff. Like you riding through neighborhoods and you see palm trees in somebody's front yard. My auntie, her house in First Ward, she had a big palm tree. I think she had two of them. She had two big palm trees in her front yard. You ain't gonna see no palm trees in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Unless you somewhere where they done planted it, they done, they done built some type of oasis looking type environment, and they just done put the trees there. But no, they grow naturally in Houston. Like you'll see palm trees in certain places and stuff. So that's another difference. It's kind of like beachy a little bit. Like even if you're not even in Galveston, if you're in Houston, it's still kind of like beach energy a little bit, just a little bit. Like got a little beach energy to it still, even in Houston. So Dallas don't have no beach energy. It's straight city, hood or city.
Hello there. How can I help?
I ain't even ask you nothing, Siri.
Okay.
See how she just, I mean, she's listening and she not even hearing me right. Because I ain't even say nothing about Siri. No, but yeah, that's one of the that's one of the difference too, like the environment. You know, like the the air, the literal air. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the denseness of the air. The the weather is kind of more beachy type feeling. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that's why they got the food is better too, because they close to the water. So they getting all the fish and the shrimp, they getting it fresh fish and shrimp. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the food, that's another reason why they say the food is better down there. Cause they getting all the seafood fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to get trucked up here and then it's coming right out of the goddamn ocean. You see what I'm saying? So is that, and then another thing that's different, we got traffic. I hear we got traffic, but traffic in Houston is a whole nother animal because it's so big. Like, and like, if you, the way the freeways is made, the way the streets is made and all that, you can't try to drive like you driving out here in Dallas. Cause they stuff is made totally different. Like they don't have no exits. Like if you miss your exit in Houston, you might well shit. If you had some type of appointment or something, you might well reschedule that shit. Because you miss an exit, you gotta go like 25, 30 miles just to get turned back around where you was at. It's like that. And you can, I noticed, I just came from Houston this morning, matter of fact. So, and what I noticed too, I was complaining about this thing right here. They don't have that many gas stations. Like it ain't like out here, Arlington, for example. It's a gas station on every corner. It's 7-Elevens right across the street from each other on some corners. Like you can go some places in Arlington, it's gonna be a 7-Eleven on both sides of the street. It's like 7-Eleven competing with their goddamn self. You in Houston, you can drive. I literally did the experiment yesterday. I was in Houston yesterday. I literally did the experiment. I was driving. I was talking to myself because I was complaining about it. But while I was complaining about it, I was actually doing the experiment and just seeing if I was right in what I was complaining about. And what I was complaining about is I was saying you could drive like 20 minutes in Houston without even seeing a gas station. That's crazy because it ain't nowhere in Dallas or Arlington or Fort Worth or none of the DFW where you can drive for 20 minutes straight and not run into any type of gas station, any type of, you know, and it's kind of it's like the mom and pop with the gas stations too. Like they got some like Circle K, some places and stuff, but mostly around the town it's all like mom and pop type gas stations. Quick in, you know, like them weird little name stores. It's all like little hood stores all over Houston. It's all like that. Like you'll have a couple Circle K's here and there. I think I seen like one 7-Eleven. It's like, like the franchise type stores don't hold a lot of weight in Houston. And like what I was saying with the driving thing is you could be driving for like 20 minutes and not even run into a gas station. Straight up. I was like, damn, I've been driving. I did the experiment. I was like, damn, I've been driving for like 20 minutes now and I ain't even ran to a gas station. And I think I just kept timing it. I think it was like, I ended up being like 24 minutes or something tops. But I was riding down this one street, this long ass street. I was riding down the street and I rode down the street for like 25 minutes, close to 25 minutes, and did not run into not one gas station. Ain't hardly no McDonald's nowhere. You know, out here, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, all out here, the whole everywhere. You can't drive too far without seeing a McDonald's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna see McDonald's. Like if you leave your house and drive from the north side of Arlington to the south side of Arlington, you're gonna see at least 3, 4, 5 McDonald's and shit. You see what I'm saying? In Houston, you could be driving forever and not even see a McDonald's, not see a 7-Eleven, not see nothing. Like, damn, it's too. Then they're too big. It's almost like if I was like a billionaire and I was trying to invest some money, I would go down to Houston. I'd build a whole bunch of gas stations and shit because there's a lot of areas, it's a lot of places that don't even have gas stations. Where it's a lot of people at too. I'm not talking about like no barren wasteland type of area. I'm talking about places where it's houses and people. And they don't even have no neighborhood store or gas station or nothing. You gotta drive like, multiple miles just to get to a store. Like, damn, I hate to live over there. You know what I'm saying? You live over there, you gotta drive 5 miles to go to grocery store or anything. Out here, it's stuff everywhere. Every corner you go to, they trying to sell you ass something. The dollar store right here, cross street from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, cross street from that, another one. It's like that out here. You can down there walk. If you walk and you on foot, you gonna run into 10 stores and you go 2, 3 blocks. You know what I'm saying? It's like that out here. It's not like that in Houston. Houston, your ass could get stranded in that motherfucker. If you ain't got your money, you ain't got the right amount of gas, and you don't really ain't prepared. You can fuck around and run out of gas. You stranded somewhere. So that's one of the things that's different. And another thing I noticed that's different about Houston, it's not as racist. It's not as like it's still you still got the class. It's like it's more of a classism thing in Houston. Cause it's still the nose up in the air type energy when you get around like the people with money and all that. It's still kind of like the nose in the air thing, but it's more of a I'm nose in the air to you because you poor, not because you black or you this or you that. It's super classism down there. It's not as deep in the racism on the white side of the game. On the black side of the game, it is like super deep with the like Houston is more like they honor white people more or something. Like I don't want to use the coon word because I really don't feel like that. I really don't feel that way about it. But it's more of a bow down to white people type energy than up here. Up here it's like that a little, but a white boy if I run get his ass beat up here, like quick too. You races up here in Dallas Fort Worth and all that, you gotta kind of be under your breath or something, or kind of like do it at home or something, because nigga get on your ass fast up here about that shit. In Houston, I feel like they be letting white boys make it and stuff. Like they still kind of like I don't know, but maybe it could be because it ain't as racist. You see what I'm saying? Because it's definitely not as racist. Like the white people, they don't be all like, like up here. Like up here, up North Texas, the white people be kind of more like they're a little more racist. I think. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy I feel though, and I've been going back and forth to these two different cities for years. Like I said, I just got back from Houston yesterday, this morning actually. I just got from Houston this morning. So I go back, and I had went there the day before. I had just made a trip there and back, and then there and back again. So I do that all the time. I've been doing that my whole life since I was a kid. I've been going back and forth to Houston and shit. Even when I was a kid, in the summertime, my mom and them would drop me off in Houston, and my auntie and them had. So I know the difference. I know how they both go. And so the stuff that I'm saying now is not just like me just drawing straws out the wind and shit. I'm telling you my actual experience with the two different cities, like since a kid, type shit. And Houston used to be more segregated. Now it's kind of getting mixed up a little because they moving into the white folks is moving into all like the hood neighborhoods and stuff. So now it's getting kind of a mix of people. But back when I was a kid, Houston was more, it was super segregated. Like my cousin and them, they had never even seen a white person before in real life. You know what I'm saying? They used to tell me I talk like a white boy and shit. I don't even think I talk like a white boy. They used to tell me I talk like a white boy. They had never even seen a real white person for real ever. My cousin, he thought Mexicans was white people. Cause he used to be like, man, I like white girls. That's what he used to tell me all the time. Man, I like white girls. I was like, what white girl you been around? That's why he said, man, he'd tell me the girl name. I said the girl, and it'd be some Mexican name and all that. And I'd be like, cousin, that's not a white girl, that's a Hispanic chick. He thought Hispanic people was white people. That's how much they seen white people. They never seen white people. At their school, the teachers wasn't white. The teachers was black or Mexican. Everywhere in Houston, it was like that. In the hood, at least, you hardly ever seen a white person. So when they did see a white person, it was like seeing a fucking unicorn or something. But see, me, I grew up different in Arlington. So in Arlington, we was majority of white people. We was the minority. Like I said, I told the story before. At my elementary school, there was 4 black people. All the rest of the school was white. I think it was a couple of Hispanics too, though. But it was, and it might have been a few Asians. I think it was a couple Asians, a couple Hispanics, and it was 4 black people at the whole school. Me, my sister, and another dude and his sister. We was the only black people at the whole school. So that's how I grew up, like that. You see what I'm saying? So I was feeling racism at a whole nother level. The little shit y'all be talking about ain't shit. We was kids getting called niggers hardy R. Hardy R on the nigger. Hardy R. We was kids getting called niggers by grown ass people. Grown ass men and women in positions of power. Calling us niggas and shit. We kids. Sicking they dogs on us. All kind of little shit like that. So that I grew up in that type of environment. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't respect nobody that be crying about how they came up as a child. They was poor in the hood and all that. I be like, yeah, you was poor in the hood and all that, but your teacher at your school wasn't racist against you. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know why some people be thinking that they little problems be worse than the next motherfucker problem. Okay, your problem was you couldn't afford Jordans. So yeah, I mean your mama couldn't afford Jordans, so the kids at schools make fun of you or whatever. That was your issue. Me, I had grown ass people and teachers too. Teachers at the school, this class that I had to go to. I could not, calling me hard ER in the class in front of all the other kids and everything. I'm going through stuff like that. What makes your being poor, not being able to have Jordans or whatever bullshit you talking about? What makes that more, more harsh of a upbringing than being poor and being racist? Everybody being racist against you and shit. Everybody, from the teachers to the fucking coaches to the fucking just all the white people for the most part. Damn near. For the most part, the majority just being racist towards you and shit all day, every day. And you a kid. Could you imagine growing up in that type of environment? That's shit. You was worried about the gangbangers kicking your ass and all that or whatever your little issue was. But us over here in these suburbs around all these white people, we had a bunch of issues too. It was just different issues. That don't mean that y'all shit was any more harsh than ours though. I had a racist dude, grown ass racist dude, sick his dog on me one time. You see what I'm saying? I was a kid. When dude did that, I couldn't have been no older than 8 years old. I probably was like 7, probably like 6 or 7. Dude sicked his dog on me and shit. Grown ass man. Racist, calling me niggers and everything. Sicked his dog on me, on a kid. So we going through shit like that. Y'all going through being poor. Mad cause you gotta eat fucking we was poor too. And we going through all that. And that's what another thing people don't be understanding. Just cause a person live in the suburbs don't mean that they having money like that. People be living in the suburbs be poor too. You know what I'm saying? They mama just made a better life decision to get her kids away from the ghetto. And she moved into some apartments on the good side of town. But she's struggling like a motherfucker trying to pay that high ass rent on them good apartments. You know what I'm saying? So the suburb kids be going through all damn the same shit. It be different, just different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got problems. No matter what financial status you grew up on or whatever. Even if you was rich, the rich kids be having problems. They be killing themselves and all kind of shit. They be on strung out on drugs. They be having issues too. That's what I'm saying. That's why I be like, it's kind of arrogant to think that cause you was from the hood or whatever, that make your issues or whatever you got going on, your shit holds more weight than everybody else. Cause even the rich kid, let's say his daddy a billionaire, he still got shit he going through too. And to him, you think your shit is worse, but to him, his shit is worse because he the one going through. You see what I'm saying? Like to you, your shit is worse because you poor, you can't afford Jordans, they making fun of your shoes and shit. So you mad about that. To him, his fucking mom didn't tell his dad that she fucked his dad's brother, and that's who that real dad is. And she secretly does meth, and you know what I'm saying? He got issues too. His shit fucked up too. You just think your shit worse because that's you experiencing your shit. So to you, because you experiencing your bullshit, to you that's the worst possible bullshit. But to another motherfucker, whatever they going through, that's to them that's the worst possible bullshit. So I always thought that was kind of arrogant to think that because you from the hood or whatever, you deserve some type of super extra empathy or something. Nah, bro. You know, people in general deserve empathy. It don't matter where you from, really. It don't matter if you rich, poor, whatever the fuck. People be going through shit. It be people that be rich that unalive themselves. They wouldn't unalive themselves if they wasn't going through if everything was just peachy keen. If everything was just peachy keen, you think they would unalive themselves? No. They unalive themselves because they was fucking miserable. And they rich and miserable. So that just goes to tell you that don't really tell the tale how much money you got or whatever, if you was raised with money, or that don't mean you ain't had no problems and shit. You could have been raised with money. Hold up. Shit. The dodo had me choking. I'm high boxing right now. I'm high boxing. I got this bitch smoked the fuck out. Shit. What was I talking about? Houston versus Dallas. Dallas Houston is more country too. Houston is more country. When I say country, I don't make some people take country in a bad. I don't know how they take that as a bad thing. I don't know how they take that as a bad thing. I would feel disrespected if somebody said I wasn't country. To me, that's a part of my character. It's how country I am. You see what I'm saying? That's a part of who I am. I'd be mad if somebody said I wasn't country. And to me, Houston is more country than Dallas Fort Worth. Fort Worth is country as hell too, though. But Houston is like Houston country as hell, which is a good thing. That's definitely one of the pros. And also, because another good thing that comes with being country, as far as cities are concerned, excuse me, a lot of trees and shit. Houston has a lot of trees and like a lot of plants and trees and stuff. That's another thing I like about it. It's got a lot of foliage. You know, the neighborhood's got big old trees and stuff. Dallas out here in DFW, it's a lot of places where they ain't even no trees. Like Garland, uh, um, some parts of Fort Worth, some parts of Dallas. It's places where it ain't no trees, nowhere to be found. In Houston, it seems like it's trees all over the place, everywhere. So that's another difference. Um, in Houston, the police, this is my experiences at least. The police ain't as like fuck. The police ain't as nitpicky, should I say. I don't know if I'm using the right word. In Houston, it seems like they not really just picking on folks. Out here, Dallas Fort Worth, the laws will pick on you. Like you might not even be doing nothing. But if they want to fuck with you, they'll just follow you around until you do something. Cause they just got their eye on you. They just picking on you. They're not necessarily, you know, investigating you for no crime or nothing. They like your car or something or whatever. They'll pick on you. They'll spot you out and pick on you and shit. In Houston, I can't say they don't do that, but I can say it ain't never happened to me in Houston. It don't seem like they really just paying you attention like that unless you just doing some shit. That's how I see them in Houston. Like they not really picking on folks, you know. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe somebody else's experience may be different. Because I can say this too. Hold up. Shit, man. I got this bitch smoked the fuck out. Which city do I like better? Out of Houston or Dallas? I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna have to say Houston because I'm probably gonna have to say Houston only because the beach is right there. So if you live in Houston, you can just go to the beach anytime you want to. It's like about an hour drive. Just drive to the beach anytime you want to and shit. I think that alone right there kind of like makes it the top city. The fact that you can just go to the beach and shit. Even if you don't even like Galveston, a lot of people they don't like Galveston and shit. I love Galveston, but there's a lot of people they don't like it. But even if you don't like it like that, it's still there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still there. You might change your mind or something. It's still an option that you can just get up one day and just go barbecue on the beach and shit. That was one of the main reasons why I even moved. When I did move down there, that was one of the main reasons why I moved down there. Because I wanted to be able to just get up and go to the beach if I wanted to. So that thing alone kind of puts it above Dallas to me. But Dallas has some things that I like better than Houston, though. Let me think. The race culture. Cause I'm a car guy. Dallas is big on like cars and shit. Like we on some car shit for real up here. Like these cars, these motors and all that. We big on that. I love that about my city, DFW and all that. I like the car culture. It's real super. I mean, it's tough everywhere, really. But up here, it's like really a thing for real. You know what I'm saying? Like we just had the Grand Prix in my city. Matter of fact, but